I'm gonna start writing notes now, like a real Dungeon and Dragon, because I just don't remember anything. And
See, that's the benefit about Noah, who basically can't remember anything.
Yeah.
I don't have to write notes. My
Yeah.
character won't remember them anyway.
When your character's whole personality, it makes it easier for you just to be like, no, I want to know.
I don't even know. I don't even have to remember people's names. Like, just literally walk up to people and be like, "Hi, my name's Noah. Nice to meet you."
You're literally
Dory.
Your whole memory
Hi,
a base of DM history checks. And then just be like, I hope I fail because I don't want a law drop right now.
What memory? Net one on that.
Oh shoot! I better actually see that the microphone's actually recording because. Oh yeah, no way of getting out of that. Just trying to. Oh my gosh! So we kind of came from where spot where we last left off. It seemed a bit of a tension had been brewing between a sort of the party, I would say, for the situation, and a newcomer who had shown up, a rather large armored Tortle who was desperately trying to find information about a family member of his, and upon learning that one of the party, Gensalor, had information, yet was unwilling to share it, whether he did not trust this Tortle, or whether or not just out of pure stubbornness was not willing to divulge his information. In that moment, a bit of a domestic dispute erupted with Morris and Vett having to get in the middle to get people to stop, and with this, Tuck the tortoise left off in a huff to go find information on Cookie, a little missing Tauntaun, all by himself. The team sort of discussed rather briefly about what was the next plan. Also, having sort of ideas of maybe we should do this or that. And Jed also in a huff flew himself to the top of Barthen's provisions to sort of have a read of his book and try to get some more information through more means of a higher plane. In that, the party of Noah, Vett, Frank, all saw to the west a large light beam down and strike near the edge of town. And a few screams could be heard from blocks away of people running, trying to get away from this commotion. Tuck, as you were walking closer, you saw these lights, and although whether not wanting to investigate, but feeling pushed to go investigate, as this was the way you were going, anyway, you stumbled upon a paladin trying to fire off this rather large, ravenous tree as it seemed to be slashing at him and trying to grab him with its roots. Another bolt of light went down and hit this tree as it angered him only more as you rushed in to try and help. And upon seeing this light, the rest of the party ran with them. So, I think where we last left off, Tuck, you had just made an attack against this tree, but sadly it did, I think, fail. Although I think you might have done a little bit of, damage. What it says on here. That's good. And with that, I will cut to just in this moment, Frank and Noah, as you all seem to be walking in a group with Vett and Fennec and what's your name? Siri. As you guys all went towards, you heard Vett say to Siri and Fennec that they should leave to go sort of suss out this house, pretty much just to get away from the fighting. Vett being quite protective of these two. Noah, as you turn around to the voice of Vett, you notice that he too has vanished, sort of poof, out of existence, I'll get you to give me an Arcana or a Perception check.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do perception. We totally should have done Arcana. That's an 8.
As before you turned around, you could hear the sound of a just almost a noise of someone being sort of sucked from existence. Just Frank, as
locked out of the game.
Yeah. Frank, as you see Noah turn around, you two turn around and notice that Vett is gone too, and you have a sneaking suspicion. You kind of wonder throughout your time in Phandalin, there is something a force that has been taking you guys out at certain times and moments, and then randomly you'd appear back, sometimes not knowing where you were, not sure if maybe it was just a bad night or a drink or an illusion of sorts. As that happens, you hear a loud a crackle coming from pretty much straight forward. You see in front of you this rather large house made of wood, quite well kept and carved, almost as if you notice that the beams of it are not really the most if you would say structurally sound, but has been put together as if just been sheer force of will, and it's been held sturdy. As you hear this loud crash, you can hear it sort of reverberate off the side of the house as the bushes around you and these trees all sort of start vibing towards your direction, and a bit of gusts of wind almost blows past you. What do you guys do?
Ugh, I really need to stop drinking.
Same.
I mean, this is good content.
Well, yeah, that's probably a good point.
That's just stuff.
So Vett has disappeared up into the sky.
You are not sure, but you do notice that he was there and now he's not there, and your previous experiences have shown that this has been a rather semi what should we call it? Oh, I did the Thesaurus dictionary. I need to go back to school. Semi-regular occurrence at certain points, as if fate has taken them away. Spirited.
I'm somewhat concerned about Vett disappearing. What do we think? Sorry, can I just to reiterate, just so I know, because I just can't remember. Who's in this group with me?
At this moment, as you look around, you see this young sort of dark, maybe like bright brown or like red-haired boy, has pale skin and sort of almost bluish, red-haired boy, bluish lips and sort of freckles on his face. These sort of blue, slightly dead-eyed irises looking at you. Just, I would say you two are a bit confused because it's kind of like you two aren't really the closest in this group, just sort of awkwardly just staring at each other, left behind.
I don't even think
yeah.
I think he's served me alcohol once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do remember this as an 18-year-old man that you served alcohol the night before.
Yeah, at the bar at the
this one at Tortle Inn.
Well, can I do a investigation check on the house?
Yeah, make investigation. While that's happening, Tuck, as you go forward and go to smash this tree, you manage to hit it, but it just sort of starts reverberating the tree. As you hit it, you hear this loud thunder crash. As you see behind you, just bits of apples, sort of getting knocked off trees behind you. As you look to your right, you can see this man sort of ensnared by roots. As he sort of looks up at this bush, just starts getting pulled closer and closer. What do you do?
Can I enter rage mode?
All right. Upon seeing this man get pushed closer and closer, almost to the moors of this this wooden large monstrosity, it almost as if flight or adrenaline kicks in as you look there, and you decide that your current form is just not big enough. As you put your shoulders down and your body just starts morphing, you notice that your biceps and arms just start ripping, and you, from your bracelets that you have on your arms, these metal parts, from now as your arms start expanding, you can see that they have an almost lining in between that, almost like Velcro or latexy type material that sort of stretches almost to form fit to your appearance, and you can feel the side of your neck start to arc as horns start ripping and burning out of your body, and you are now enraged. Hopefully that's it, because I have a... Alright. So did that work? It hasn't popped up. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. It's the wrong one. There we go. And... you are now large. You also, if anybody else was looking, you see the paladin, look at you almost a bit. His eyes go wide as you see him across, as he notices the sort of glowing runic symbols all over your arms and body just start lighting up and almost flickering through colors, where they go from like a light blue neon and start shifting to like a gold, almost like gold, like melted gold, forged gold that starts going through your skin as you blow up. Now you still are still dwarfed by this large tree, but you've seemed to have grown in size in order to combat him. Oh, sorry, I'll turn on thing. Let's play Misty Mountains. What? Oh my gosh. Read the room, kid. The fires are red. Yeah. As you go into rage, what do you want to do?
I'd like to attack him with my hammer.
Alright, I rolled a hit.
14.
14. As you pull out your hammer, sort of in your new form, you don't have any bonuses or anything else like that. You don't know. I'll just double check now at the start, so we can get it for your rage bonuses or your weapon bonuses. Oh yeah. So it's already added. So you only got a 4.
Yeah.
Oh. I just read your modifier. I was like, as you go to strike once again, first with your shield as you ran to sort of butt it away, you go to strike with your hammer. As you see it, as you reach up, you notice the small hammer just enlarges with your size and just and you smack down on this tree. As it hits, you feel like a bit of wood to sort of splinter off the side of it, but it doesn't seem to acknowledge the attack. As it turns to you, I need you to make a strength saving throw. And I think barbarians have advantage. Wait, no, this might be a lead check. So let me check. 14. Do you have a... I think you have advantage too for being in rage. Is that right? Or is it just plus
cool.
2?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna roll on dice now.
Take it.
22.
Okay, yeah. As you go to strike this large tree of the hammer, as you do, a bit of wood slides off. You notice that this wood hits the ground and sort of clunk, clunk, clunk. As you stare at this wood, you see it almost like uncharacteristically of wood, like morph as it almost fleshy, just and just sort of shrivels in on itself as it sort of sifts away. You then feel this as these vines wrap around you and try to grab onto you. With your, was it 22? You fight off the urge and sort of rip out of it, but we'll take. Oh man, I got 3 1s and a 6, so 9 minus half that is 4. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, but I think you're resistant to bludgeoning, so that's 2. Whee! You take 2 bludgeoning damage. Alright.
Yeah, nice.
And that, Noah and, sorry, with your investigation check, you hear this large bang. As you go to look at this house with your, with the 8, you don't notice anything really, particular about this. Seems like a normal house. It does have windows, although it does look like, as you look at the door, it is slightly ajar, which does string you a bit strange. With that, Noah, is there anything you want to do?
No, Noah's gonna stay quiet for now. Kind of like follow around for a bit.
Alright. So that's good thing. And this is just ad hoc, what is it, ad hoc combat? So we'll roll initiative when you're there. Frank, and with that, with investigating, what is Frank doing? I've seen, not really. He notices that the doors are ajar. You do hear another loud. Sorry. Goodness. Another loud whoop bang coming from the back of the house. And hear almost like a tink tink. Followed by just a few noises of almost like foliage sort of rustling. Just
well, I guess I better go in. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to tentatively walk inside and kind of peer in and sort of observe the foyer of the first room of the house, I suppose.
All right. As you walk, like, oh gosh, it's 30 feet only going to get there. Did you want to do any? Because you've sadly 30 feet only gets you to the door, guys. Because semi-combat. Although with the door ajar, you do manage to pull it open and get a look inside the house. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
I'm following him. Do you want me to?
Yeah, follow. That's all right. All you said is movement.
I'll say to Noah, this is very weird. Be careful.
Oh, you rolled an 8. Oh, you got an 8 again.
Yeah.
As it, you don't notice anything in particular. You do see on the table what looks like to be food, which is half eaten, and you can see that whoever was eating at the table has sort of left. Like, you notice that the cup's tipped over. And it looks like the food is still hot too. It seems to be some type of pie that's been partially bitten through, as well as a tea which is now spilt over.
Oh, Noah's gonna eat it.
Alright.
Whoa, yum! Free food! And then he's just gonna go in for the kill. Stealthily, but he's gonna go in for the kill.
Noah, Oh, you know that food's poisoned.
Nah, we'll find out.
You know what? Roll a Constitution saving throw. No. Well, do. But just joking. But actually, please.
Constitution save.
Constitution. Yeah. Constitution. Con.
Straight Constitution.
Oh yeah, 25. No, that's good. 25. You eat this pie and it's almost as if you're sort of ravenous eating of it. You don't seem to feel any like sort of flavors or anything coming out of this pie. You know, the intricacies, they don't seem to hit you. But it does taste delicious. If you can, you can get 1 hit point. Add 1 temporary hit point. As you look around the house, it does look like the rest of the house has been is closed. You notice there's 2 doors, one in front of you next to this large shelf. You see above the shelf there's this picture of this rather young man, almost, you know, one of those portraits that someone has commissioned. He sits there, he's got this plate armor and this hammer at his side, as he sort of stares out of the distance, very, you know, sort of draw me at my best. He seems to be rather handsome with his hair sort of flowing as if the wind's gently picking it up. You notice that there seems to be an animal in this painting, sort of fouled by this man. And you notice, of course, right next to that, to the right of that painting, to the left of that painting, is a door, as well as another door to your right. But as that's happening, Tuck, you see this man start struggling to bat back this this tree-like figure. He fails. as he gets pulled closer. You hear him scream out. He goes, "Gods, help me!" As he starts getting pulled in, he is going to cast a spell. Just see what the con save is. Oh no, he just has disadvantage, so that's cool. And his plus. He rolled 213, so that's oh, okay. Yeah, so, Tuck, you see as this guy gets sucked into sort of the fear in his eyes, he raises his hammer as he's sliding across the ground and just starts smacking the trunk of this tree. It just starts pulling him closer. You see what these eyes, which were focused on you, these 2 sort of shallow holes in this tree, have sort of shifted over as they start looking at him, and you notice the crack in this tree has started widening as it starts ripping, and you can see what looks like to be roots coming off the sort of wood of this tree, almost as if, like, you know, hungry saliva off a beast just starts ripping through. With the success of his one, as he smacks his hammer down, you see a bright light emit as it just boom, boom, and this creature will take 10 damage. Tuck, what do you do?
Can I use elemental cleaver?
Oh, what is this? I think I know what it is, but let me see. Explain to me what it does, and then I'll catch up to where you're on.
I can infuse one of my weapon of my choice of the following damages.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. What damage do you choose?
Fire.
Okay. all right. Okay. As you look, you see this man sort of start smacking down this sort of radiant damage coming from his hammer. As you look, you hold your hammer with two hands. Oh, sorry, one hand is starts emitting a flame from it, just straight off like Game of Thrones, Lord of Light. Just. All right, that's your bonus action. So remember to add 1d6. And sorry, was it an attack?
Yep.
All right.
With the hammer.
All right, roll to hit. You've got multi-attack too, I think. So just in case you need a.
I got swing twice. So slow.
Are you rolling off the computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it rolls slow on the computer because it tries to do the animation, that dice animation, and when you do it on the computer, it like uses up the graphics card's memory, and so it just stutters.
Right.
Ooh, oh my god! I mean,
That's illegal.
Once again, I mean, I don't want to keep checking you. Just check too if you. I won't have a look for you, but you might have some stuff where like if you get an 18 or 19, it's a crit. But I'm not too sure about that. But 28 definitely hits. Roll second.
I think it might be just 19.
Ah, yeah. That's good. I knew it was something.
Damage 1d8. Is it 1d8? Yep. Sorry.
What? And remember to add.
1d8. I think this is it.
And also you got your other hit, you have to add 1d6 to your attacks.
Oh. God damn.
This is when you go, I need more dice.
16 plus
16 plus what? 10? 26?
Oh no, this is what damage for the first one?
Oh! Okay. Yeah.
Plus 2?
16 plus 2?
So 18?
18.
Did I say 16?
Alright, how much fire damage was that? I think it's the 1d6.
Oh. 1d6 again? Oh yeah.
Oh, there wasn't even the... What?
Oh. So it's a 1d6 for the fire damage?
Yeah.
See. 2.
2, sweet as. As you hit, so you said 18, right? As for your first attack, as you swing down and smack down on this tree, you manage to hit it, and you feel it sort of get hit by the brunt of this attack. As you do, no, natural 20. It does. It saves. So, but as you smack it with your hammer, you see it looks at you sort of in disgust, or what you can assume to be disgust. There's these two sort of holes just almost squeezed to like little tiny, like woodpecker size divots in its eyes, and its mouth opens wide towards you as its hand reaches out. It takes 80 damage, and then as it looks at its body, it sees like a bit of flame just starts ripping through it. You hear it sort of like start letting out a large yelp as it takes. So it's at 2, an extra 4, so 18, 22.
And I'll have to go again.
Oh, yeah, okay. With that, I'll you.
It's 19, so 29.
Yep, that's it.
19 so damage is 1. Yeah.
That's a crit. Am I right? Or is that not a crit? Barbarians get crits on 19? Is that? I mean, I don't like willingly offering myself to death, so you'll have to. Whee! Okay, I'll no, I'm pretty sure, but I have to make sure because.
I'll probably say probably not. I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Maybe it might be a different barbarian. Reckless might be reckless barbarians. Yeah, because I know anyway. Because Pete plays a barbarian, and when he hits a 19, he gets a crit. So no, it doesn't say. Okay, but 19's still good. Damn, 29. Roll damage. Remember to add and then add 1d6 for fire damage at the end.
Oh. Okay, that's 1. So that's 8, then 1d6. That's 11.
11. What's your fire damage?
Yeah.
What? So what was the? So there was 8 normal and
3 dice, 5 damage.
Oh yeah, sweet. As second strike hits once again, you sort of go for that same place and as this creature takes fire damage, you notice that parts of its body start lighting on fire as it starts sort of groaning at you. So what's that? 8 math 14. Yes. All right. In peaceful times, Frank and Noah, as you sort of peruse around the inside of this house, Frank, Noah, you're sort of enjoying this pie, but not seeming to get much of the intricacies. You do note, it seems to be almost a fruit of some sort. You're not sure of what it is. It's just like the taste is really sweet, although it seems dulled on your tongue, and it's got this sort of viscous, gooey, almost crisp texture feel. Has your character ever eaten an apple pie before?
He probably wouldn't remember.
Yep.
It's funny though, because when he said pie, I immediately thought meat, and then when he started saying it was sweet, I was like, "That's weird."
I did too.
Why is this beef? Why is this mince pie sweet?
Mince pie and cheese.
You do notice a few strands of steak inside this apple pie. Steak and apple pie. Yummy, yummy. Just like my bacon. You hear this loud groan, sort of rumbling from outside. This groan is so loud, you can feel the house sort of rattling to the cries. Before that, you heard a man sort of shout, "Oh, God help me!" As this like thunder happens, and then a few more strikes outside.
No, I just rolled. He hates the fruit pie.
Take 1 HP of damage. No, 1 point of damage. Yuck! You now have the poison condition.
Yeah.
This cannot be good.
Everything.
Everything's fine.
You know, I really love a bit of breaking and entering myself, and I'm very curious to see what's behind those doors. But I feel like that flash of light and all those noises I'm hearing is, maybe we should take a cautious look. Not like let's go chop down all the trees look, but like just a cautious peek to see what we're dealing with. Then we can decide if we want to help.
Noah, where are your parents? Who are your role models?
Who raised you?
These are all great questions, which are not appropriate to answer right now. Let's just say I was raised by wonderful people.
As you guys are talking, you hear from behind you. So the door sort of open as you hear this lady say, "Darren!" As she looks inside the house, she notices you two just sort of sitting at the table, just looking around. Frank, you see this? You see this halfling woman sort of shocked as she just opens the door and she sees you, Frank. She's like, "Yeah, what are you guys doing in Darren's house? Where's Darren?" And she starts looking around. She's like, "I saw a light. That's." And she's
well, what?
Your friend, listen, okay, your friend invited us here to have some pie. It's gross, by the way. And, then we just heard the noises and we saw the light and now there's a hole in the roof. We don't really know what to do.
Make a deception check. The bar's just like...
24.
She goes, "Oh God,
Charisma's my highest.
Oh my God!" And she looks, and she goes, "But where is he? I saw his light. Is he at home?" And she goes, and she looks around. She's like, and she hears another loud "what crack" happening outside, and she runs behind the house to see what's going on. She just sort of leaving you guys to do whatever you want. But as that's happening, alright. This creature looks at you, Tuck, and it is going to make attacks against. Okay, well, the first one was a 19. I don't know what its plus is. Let's have a look. But I'll let you know what the second one was once we do this one. As it's lit on fire, at the start of its turn, you notice the flames sort of climbing up the side of the body of this tree as it takes, what's that? My God. Sorry. Gosh, 16. Takes 16 fire damage as the fire just sort of starts leaping up the side of it. You notice as it starts traveling up its arm, it starts burning the leaves and singeing as it starts screaming out. And as the leaves are falling off, you notice that instead of like sort of ash and burning, they sort of wilt and sort of just like almost globs as they just start splatting to the ground. As it takes, what was that? 16. Yeah, that's 8 times 2, right? It's going to make 2 attacks against you. The first one is it's a 19, but I'm going to say that it's modified. Well, I'll check it's modified. That's what I was doing. Plus 6. That's a 25. As it looks as you sort of enraged, it makes an attack and just whips its vine straight at you, slapping you with its large arm. And you will take 10 bludgeoning damage, and I will need you to make a strength saving throw. With advantage. Well, you've already got advantage. Just a strength save.
Do I take half of the bludgeoning damage?
Yeah. So whenever I say bludgeoning damage or piercing damage or slashing damage, just know that you take half because you're enraged.
Is it D20 for saving throws?
Yeah. I love the sound of the dice rolling, eh? That's so cool.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I have 8, 21?
Yeah, you're definitely safe. As this thing whips around you and slaps, it tries to grab you as it's pulling closer, almost to sort of restrain you. But this slap does its damage. Sorry, that was... Did I give you... I said It was, yeah, that's right. As it slaps you, it tries to pull you closer, but it just flips straight off you. You don't take any damage from that, because you saved. And, once again, it goes for a second attack. As it does, it goes to bite you. As it goes to bite you, you turn as it just sort of fig up your to sort of brace for impact. As it does, it seems to bite the back of your shell, and almost like you can feel on your shell, it almost as if bones are teeth are cracking as it sinks into the back of your shell. It just you hear it let out a yelp of pain, or what you consider a tree would make a pained tree. So like as it takes 8, 9, 10, 11. It takes 11 bludgeoning damage from itself because you've got a natural one. And with that, Darren's once again going to try to get out. And 19, he successfully frees himself. As he stands up, he looks over to you and goes, "Oh, thanks for the help, stranger. Let's fight him off together." As he's gonna throw his shield up, and he casts. Got what it's called, Shield of Faith. As he throws Shield of Faith on you, it gives you +2 to your AC. It stares you down as the sort of attention is now on you. He is going to, sadly, take a step back. Wait, 10 feet. No, he's safe. And it is your turn.
I just taking with my hammer twice again.
Alright, roll attack.
Oh. Well, there's a 9. A 6, so that'll be 16.
16 hits.
So, damage. D8. D8. 10.
10?
10.
Sweet, 10 normal damage.
Did I go again for their fire?
Yeah, 1d6. Because it's still on your weapon.
And that'll be 2.
2, as it takes an extra 4 damage. You start striking this thing, and you notice just sort of chips of it start falling off as branches from its large sort of dome start flipping off as bits of bark just start peeling. As they start peeling, you notice that behind the sort of bark, it's almost as if flesh is, have you seen that thing where that person's got bark skin, and they have to it's like an illness, like a proper disease, and they cut it off because otherwise it becomes so big that they can't breathe.
Yeah.
So, but sadly, it's because it's all warts, so they have to cut through. Something like that. So it's just as pieces of bark are falling off, you can see it starts almost oozing with this weird almost sap, but red sap starts pulsing out of its flesh as it starts. And with that, you have a second attack. Now on to other things.
17?
17. Alright, that hits.
Uh, 15.
15. Whoo, my gosh, 15 damage. And D4 or D6?
2.
Well, two's the lucky number. So it takes 15 damage. You smack it once again. More of this tree's sort of facade starts falling off, as now you can see underneath its bark, it's almost like a moulding flesh. And where the tree's mouth is, all these roots start ripping off, you can see what looks like to be quite calcium teeth that are sort of gummed as it just sort of snarls at you as it takes an extra 4 fire damage. It's now quite a light, sort of hissing and burning. Tucked behind you, you hear the voice of someone calling. They just sort of walk around going, Darren! Darren! Creeping up behind you, as far as she can move in a dash, which is about that far. As you hear this, Darren, you hear Darren look up and goes, Glenn, stay away! This tree is feisty! And Noah, Frank, as this lady sort of looks at you, you say you've been invited to her house, as she tries to go look for a friend or acquaintance of hers, or maybe more. As she leaves you alone in this house, what do you do?
Can't believe she bought that. What an idiot.
Well, I can't believe how easily that came to you, Noah. Those lies came to you. So I can't believe.
Like, everything I said was the truth. I don't lie. Lies? No.
You just...
Well, credit to you. You did sort of help us out there. Do we investigate the rest of this house, or do we go and see what's going on? And it's sort of, there's a lot going on right now, and I'm not coping very well with it.
In the midst of all this, you definitely heard the brah, 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 smash, brah, brah, noise, things playing around in your head. Sorry, that's
I'm gonna peek. Can I see the tree? And if so, can I see how dead the tree looks? Man.
You try to take a peek out the out these windows, just looking from where you are. You can't see. You're not even sure they're from the the windows are facing the right direction. As you look around, you can't really see any place to get a good look where this noise might be coming from.
Totally fine. I think we should explore the house.
Well, I'll take your word for it there, Noah.
Yep, I'll never lie.
No. All right. Well, I might. Can I go and have a look at the room immediately north of us? Can I go into there?
Yes, it is.
Kind of
immediately north. You mean? So as you look to the to the north of you, this one here.
Yeah.
Sweet as.
Yes.
As you walk closer, you can smell what smells like to be like a what do you say? Like not even sterile, but what smells to be wood burning. And almost a nice warmth coming from there. It smells like there's bits of produce and meat coming from this room. As you open it up, you look around, you see what looks like to be a wood fire burning, although it just seems to be just sitting there, as just to keep the fire going, but not too much to actually cause a burn, for it to burn down the house. You do notice there's a few loaves of bread sitting up on the bench, and a bunch of apples sort of in a basket on the table, and what looks like to be a large pie with a slice that's missing from it.
Well, this looks like a room that Noah is going to really enjoy, so I might just leave this one to you, Noah.
I'm gonna taking everything I can fit. That was a hungry boy. He's a growing boy. Okay.
As you, I'd say, okay, if you like, we could. As you walk in and you see this pie, you notice that the slice that you had was quite a decent size. As you just sort of shoved it into your food hole and just started chomping. Almost, it seems you don't really have a gag reflex. As you just start you notice this large pie just sitting up on there, and it's too big for you to even try to if you were trying to hustle it with two hands, it would take for your full two hands to sort of carry this thing around. What are you doing?
I'm gonna put it in my bag. I'm not gonna worry about carrying it. Like, it's just going in with the loaf of bread and the apples.
As you open your bag, you just see this pie as you just like slide it into your bag. Are you putting the tray in there too? It is sort of like a you just full no care like for if this thing should be placed properly. You just shove a pie that sort of slice first, like open slice first, just lands into your bag. Just you hear it noise at the bottom of your bag, and you just start grabbing loaves of bread and just chucking them all into your bag. Your bag is quite sort of stuffed with just random bits of like your own possessions, as well as just food that's just sort of squished into place as you just take your food. So it is. You can add 3 loaves of bread. You can add any amount of apples up to 20 into your bag, and then add 1 very large 1/8 eaten pie, apple pie.
No.
Also, you probably have to put maybe squished.
Yeah, I'll put a note that it's dented a little bit. A little bit. That's okay. I'll just lick it off of all of my possessions. My knife?
Kids are disgusting.
I'm 18.
I'm 18 years old. I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want. I'd say in that time as Noah's doing this, I'd say Frank, if you wanted to explore that other room, that's
Yeah, if I could, that'd be great. Yeah.
So as you walk through, I'd say you take a few steps as you sort of stumble through this house, and you can. It's almost strange because the sort of silence and sort of peace inside this house seems to directly conflict with whatever kind of nonsense is going on outside. Although you're not fussed. you just sort of nonchalantly man, that sounds weird. You just keep walking through. You see what happens to be a hallway, and you look to the left and you can see outside, which is another window. You hear it from that window, a voice sort of call out, "Dad! Dad!" And then, "Oh my lord!" As it sort of fades off. And you see in front of you from where you're standing 2 doors, as well as the door behind you. So I'm slowly revealing this while yawning. As you seem to be in a hallway, you see a door that leads directly straight, and then as well as on the same hallway, you see, like in front of you, if you're looking towards it, you see a door directly straight in front of you, and then to the right and left are 2 other doors. With that, this creature is going to take fire damage. That is a 4, so that's 8. So it takes 8 fire damage. Tuck, as you look at this creature, you see just bits of bark sort of plump, 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 clumping off it, and the dirt starts ripping off it. It's like giving up trying to hold, even trying to grab either of you, and you see it just let out this like, and you see it, it's large sort of branches and leaves just start shimmering, and its body starts gyrating. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well as Aaron.
with advantage?
No advantage. At least barbarians have advantage. No.
We're at 2, so that'll be
2.
4.
Don't worry, mate. Darren failed too. As you see this thing shimmer, you see the top of its head, which you can assume to be a head. Ooh. Thank you. Hey. You see the top of its head. Oh, I didn't do that. Accidentally got rid of it. Yeah. So you see the top of its head just start shimmering wildly as all of its leaves just start spinning off it, just start shooting everywhere. Both of you fail as you guys are hit by this sort of hail of acidic bullets. It feels like as acid just starts raining through your body as you take 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not too bad. I mean, it could be way worse. 15 acid damage as it just whoosh, starts burning through. As it does this, you notice its hair gone. Its body, it begins looking less like a tree and just like this monstrous, rooted, fleshy creature as it just stares at you and spins and just burrows its way into the ground. And it's gone.
You bitch.
You mother bitch. With that, even though we did well initiative, comment is over. You see Darren look around. He goes, "Well, it could be back. Could be back. Are you okay? Oh my Lord, look at you. You're huge."
That's what she said.
He looks. He goes, "She, who's she? Colleen. Oh, you see, like, Colleen said that about you. Oh, I didn't know you two know each other." As this lady walks up, she goes, "Darren, Darren, are you okay? What's going on?" You see Darren like, "No, don't come too close. There was a fiendish tree here. I thought something was strange. You remember I gave the call, needing help. Workers were going missing." As he points to the base of the tree, Tuck, make a perception check.
That's what. 19? 19?
As he points, you look to the space of where this tree is, and you see what looks to be a stump set there, and you notice the sort of long roots of the tree that were once embedded underneath the stump. It seems to be dug out and concave. And as you look down, you can see what looks like to be little white pieces of objects scattered everywhere. And as you look closer and amongst them, you can see what looks like to be skulls and bodies all sort of underneath this tree. You see Darren look at it as he says, "Lord, have mercy. I didn't even know." As he looks around at the other trees, he becomes quite suspicious because this is terrible. I thought all those people left. But it's grave. With your perception check of 19, you look, and you can see down in there, and you see like skulls of various size, like some almost avian, large animal skulls. What looks like to be smaller skulls, smaller than regular human size, all just sort of crunched up and about under this tree. In the back, though, you do notice what looks like to be glowing gold behind it. What do you do?
Question.
Can I take this tree right next to me?
I rolled a hit.
Because I'm frustrated that I didn't kill a tree. 19.
19. Roll damage. Is your thing still on fire?
Yep. More than rage. 8.
As you, oh yeah, 8 plus
3.
8 plus 3.
8, then there'll be 10. 10 damage.
10. Oh yeah, so plus an extra 3 for, I mean,
Plus 2 for my rage.
So what's that?
So it'll be 10 damage and then 3 fire damage.
Damage, 3, 5. Oh, and I forgot to. Sorry. The math, Mason. As you turn in frustration and go to smack this tree, as you hit it, you hear a large groan as you see the face of it pop up as you smack this tree, and then you just see it disappear as it pops up briefly for a second and just screams at you, and then vanishes. My God, you did enough damage. You see Darren look, as Darren looks, he goes, "It's terrible. We can't sell any more apples. This whole forest." As he looks, he goes, "Inside. Everybody inside, please. You too, sir. We can't be out here with all these trees. Who knows what they will do?" As he he runs with Khalid, he grabs this little halfling woman's hand and just drags it. She goes, "No need to rush." As he goes traipsing into the house, what do you do? But he has, as you see them as they start walking away, you see that they leave your side.
I exit rage mode and I follow them.
Alright. As you leave, you sort of thunder. Roll a d20 for me.
4.
Well, good. You follow them. Never mind. Meanwhile, in the house, Frank, as you notice these doorways, you hear what sounds to be more screams, and then you hear what sounds like to be as if a large wet dog has started shaking himself off, and the sound of pain hitting people outside. Almost a slight sizzle in the air as you smell what can only be described as like a bit of burnt flesh. What do you do?
I think I'll head towards that room on the south. To sort of go down the hallway and into that room. That small room down the. I don't know why I'm describing this in such a bizarre way. The one in the bottom left corner.
Oh yeah.
And try and sort of look out the window to see towards where all the commotion's coming from.
As you begin walking toward this room, about to investigate it, you see that this door here has one of those sort of displays, like those glass displays, where it's a slightly what do you call it? Like a glazier effect,
like opaque kind of not opaque. Frosted? Is it frosted?
Yeah, it's not really frosted. More of like there's those designs where like it looks like it's been chipped, like chipped glass, where like it's.
Oh, yeah, like a yeah.
And give me a perception check.
17.
As you look out the window, you see almost as if you're looking through glasses that you can't wear, like your eyes aren't used to. You can see what looks like to be two moving figures getting closer and closer to the door.
Ooh. I think I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to hide around the corner.
All right. Just directly behind you?
Yeah.
All right. As these figures start getting closer and closer, Frank, you see him sort of a bit of shock. He's like, "Ooh," as you go to scoop behind the corner. I'll get you to make a stealth check.
Stealthy. Tactical espionage action.
Snake Sangria.
Snake Sangria. I got a 12. Also, fuck Konami, am I wrong?
You know, as you hide behind this wall, you hear what sounds to be footsteps getting closer. And there's this sort of almost muttering between these two individuals as they walk in. You hear a female voice that is quite familiar. It sounds like the lady from before. He goes, "Darren, what the heck was that? What's the problem? That tree was alive. Oh, the trees are alive. Darren, what's going on?" He goes, "I'm sorry, Kalito. That's why I didn't meet you at the church." As he walks through the house, Darren stops and he goes, "Wait, hello? Hello?
Hi! Wow! Hey! Look.
I feel like this is like that moment, Brad Pitt in Burn After Reading, where he's hiding in the closet, and then George Clooney just shoots him in the face. He's like, "Hey!"
I'm sorry. I got lost. I was looking for the bathroom, wondering if you guys knew where that was.
As he pulls out his hammer, he goes, "What are you? Wait, I know you. What are you doing in my house?" As he sort of has his hammer raised towards you. You see Clean go, "Darren, I thought you invited them in. The little boy said that you offered them some pie." He's like, "Boy, I don't know a boy. What boy?" As he goes, "I don't."
Look.
He goes, "Are you here for the job? You're a bit late." Noah, as you can clearly hear, as Frank's at the door, you can hear the sort of commotion going on, down the hallway. Is there anything you wanted to do just while they're in the midst of this conversation?
In the midst of this conversation, Noah's gonna stealth his way to the fire with the armchairs and take a seat and try and hide his bag between the armchair and the table, so it's perhaps not as obvious that he's carrying all of them. And then he's just gonna do his best to make himself look as cold and lost, and scared as humanly possible.
All right. Just so it's not catastrophic, give me a stealth check.
Setting up for the next lie, guys.
Yeah.
Darren, who's a bit preoccupied, talking, he managed to walk past. As you're sort of creeping past, you hit one of the floorboards that lets off a little. It's done in many sneaky scenes. As you look around, you notice the sort of arguing or sort of talking happening outside hasn't stopped. As you just sort of sit down and pack your bag and then look at the fire whew. Bloody Noah gaslight city.
It's so toxic, Noah.
You invited me in. You invited me in.
You remind me of my ex.
I did not invite you to Disneyland. What are you talking about? Hey, look at this man. You got a son behind you.
No.
And, as his voice is going on, he goes, "What? Were you here for the job? Yeah, you're a bit late." And he's still got his hammer raised out. He's like,
I'm so sorry. Look, I'm sorry for the confusion. Look, I'm currently looking after this boy, Noah, and there was so much commotion going on, and I'm just going to be honest with you. The house, it seemed like there was something going on in the house. It was very chaotic. We came in and heard all that. Like, is everything okay? I mean, there's a lot going on right now. I'm very I'm sort of a bit weary. A lot of my friends have disappeared, and I'm very lost right now. And this is a lot. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to just barge into your house.
I just wish you guys could have came sooner. You could have sooner. You could have helped me with the tree. There was a tree out there. Do you recall the job I posted? I was looking for someone to investigate some disappearances. I don't know how we'll ever...
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever financially recover from this.
We keep hitting roadblocks, you know. We found some interesting things. I mean, we went to the prison. But I don't. All I can say is, all I know. Some of my friends were there, and then the next minute they're gone. It seems something's not right with this place, with Phandalin. Something's not quite right. There's an energy here. There's something going on, obviously, and I just can't quite figure it out. I think we need more help to figure this out.
I'll do my best. Come, you look worried. Just make because it sounded very good. Make a persuasion check with the advantage.
Persuasion. 31.
Natural 20. Oh my god.
That is the highest roll I've ever done in my life.
My gosh, with a 31. You see him look as he... You see Colleen look at you just sort of a bit teary-eyed as you just sort of... As you say the things you say, and it seems that your just natural persona almost goes with it and starts this... what seems like to be a few words. It's like this tale of heartbreak and sorrow. You end up saying at one point, like, I wake up and I don't even know who I am. My boy, he's not here. My son, Harry, he does not exist anymore. I wake up in clothes I don't know where. They go, there's any way we can help you? We can. At this moment, it's a bit worrisome. I'm going to have to shut down the orchard. Who knows what trees are affected by this madness? He goes, come with me. I made some pie. It's delicious. It should do quite well.
Absolutely. I can't wait to eat that pie that's still there.
As he leads you down, he walks into the door and goes, you must be the man's ward. I think Frank, you've been careful not to introduce yourself, eh? Well, because this man knows you, but he knows you as
he knows me as Theodore McGinty.
He knows you as Theodore McGinty, so he's just like he's seen you around, but he doesn't know you. Like, he's talked to you as Theodore McGinty, so he's just like,
Look, my apologies. I don't think we have actually officially met before. Sorry, as I was saying, I'm having a bit of trouble, brain fade at the moment, but my name's Frank Sangria, and I'm relatively new here in this village.
Well, my name
I think you've met some of my friends.
I believe you came in with that rowdy bunch a few days ago. They were a bit crazy to start off with, but it's quite good. You had a little boy, a little metal boy, who picked a fight with a couple of red brands. I thought that was amazing. Where is he?
Yeah, so
wait, is that Noah? Is that the Noah that? As he like,
that's the one and only.
As he turns, he goes, "Oh, he's not as metal as he looked the first day. Hello, little boy. I heard you are the man's ward. He's here looking after you. Oh, you look so cold. Oh, you're so chilly. Khalid, get him a blanket. You see Khalid he didn't look like that before. Okay. Just like goes
Noah like pushes out his arm. He's like, "Do I feel cold, sir?"
he touches your arm. Both of them, they go, "Oh my gosh, you're freezing. You're so chilly." Get this amount of blankets. Get this amount of shields.
We're a bit. I'm so sorry about coming into your house, but I'm lost.
Yes, he goes, "Oh, I thought I don't know why he sounds like freaking Toblin now. I thought Frank was looking after you. Are you not the little metal boy I saw fighting a few days ago? Is that not you?"
Oh, little metal boy. So you're. My apologies. I'm really sorry to say this, but who you're referring to is someone called Cookie, our friend, our dear friend Cookie, and unfortunately, we don't know where Cookie is. I'm told he's gone, but I don't know if I quite believe that. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling he's somewhere. He's somewhere. Maybe not on this plane of existence, but he's somewhere. Something doesn't feel right. I refuse to believe that he's gone for good.
He looks, he goes, "I'll try to help you, Ed. It seems now Enterprise here will be closed for a little bit. I might need some help, but I'm willing to help you. You guys seem in need." As he goes, "Actually, I just walked by." He notices, he goes, my hold up. He does not. And he walks into the kitchen. And looks around, he goes, "What? This is a strange question." He looks at you, Frey, he goes, "This is a strange question. I didn't have a pie here when you... I assume you didn't go rifling through the kitchen at all."
No, sorry, I didn't.
No,
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I would never steal food without asking.
Make a deception check with advantage. Frank, make a deception check. Well, the DC's pretty low. They're like, be quiet. That natural 20 was pretty tasty.
Natural 20, so 27.
Oh my gosh!
I won't roll with advantage because, this.
Oh my gosh!
Try and see through my lies.
Deception.
The dice doesn't want you to want you to be the master deceiver. You are Asmodeus, the god of lies. As you do, they go, "Look, oh, of course. I don't know how, and I don't know when or why, but I believe that damn tree did this." Must be.
I knew it. I knew it. I could tell by the way that it was.
Yes.
He's
Just
so devious.
it loves apple pies, or I mean, whatever kind of pie it would have been.
He goes, "Obviously, apple. It's an orchard. This is an orchard. We only have apples."
Of course.
Meat pies.
Meat.
Of
Beef.
course.
Try making one. I had an idea for a meat pie with
He
like
goes,
cheese.
"Oh, yeah, what?"
You should try it sometime.
He's
And
like,
then invite us over.
he's like, you'd put meat in a pie? That sounds disgusting. What? Only sweet treats and
Like
pies.
meat no, like meat and pastry and cheese. You should really try it. It's good.
You like
Sounds
Try it.
sounds illegal.
It's not.
Hey, have you
I
watched
don't know if this is allowed.
I mean, all right, let's see how this goes. You want to make a persuasion check? Both of you
To
get
make a meat pie. Oh, it's only an 11.
He looks at you and sort of, "Oh, yeah, that's... You know what? I'm going to make you... You obviously haven't had apple pie, so I'm going to make you another apple pie. It's going to take like 2 hours, but in the meantime, I have some..." As he walks aside, he goes, "No, the bread's gone." Looks around and goes, "Actually, a few of my apples have disappeared. He looks around, he goes, ah.
All of them.
He sort of,
Yeah, it feels like
he like goes to the back. He pulls out a few, just sort of like he goes, well, this is really all I have until I can make something up. I can bake a few more breads, but I'll make you a pie. He just sort of grabs like a tube of salami, just like snaps it in half. He's like gives you like half the salami. He goes, please sit down at the table. We can talk it over. Sorry, at this time, Tuck, you've just sort of waddled in, and you can hear all this conversation going on. Oh, my thing's freezing up. You can hear this sort of these voices sort of talking to each other, and they sound slightly familiar to voices that you heard earlier in the day. Let me just convert you back. That way. There we go. And you start wandering through the house. What does Tuck do? Oh, I'll double click to send you there.
Yep, just walk on in.
Frank, behind you, you hear a set of loud footsteps, just and almost like a shadow starts creeping up, not creeping up, but sort of walking up behind you. As you look behind you, you see this large, imposing reptilian figure just staring down at you, and you notice that it's the Tortle that you saw arguing with Jen earlier today. You see that like bits of his skin have been burnt. Oh yeah, Nikau, you're here. I thought you disappeared.
I'm Tom Lock, by the way.
Oh, probably everyone. My bad. And it's like put it on default for some reason. Like everybody's Tom Lock. You get a Tom Lock. You get a Tom Lock.
See.
It's you again. You okay?
I am fine, thank you.
You look at him as he's holding.
Sorry, I'm standing in the doorway. It's quite rude of me. I'll move out your way. Jeez.
You notice.
Assume you're a part of this fight with the tree.
Has battered sort of armor and sort of scars, battle scars and bruises, which seems to be on both him and Darren. Seems to indicate that they've been in quite a fight. Jed, as you hear this commotion and just sort of make your way over after coming out of your book, you head towards this direction, and by the time you get there, you notice that it's quite quiet as you stand outside this building. They haven't even bothered to close the doors. You can just see inside and see Frank talking to this large paladin who has introduced himself to you before by the name of Darren Edelmeth. And Tuck, as you sit down, is there anything else you want to do?
Just resting at the moment.
All right. If you would like to at this time, you can take a short rest.
Sweet.
Yeah. Jed.
Hell yeah, I'm Tom Lock.
Weird setting. All
Oh,
right.
there we go.
As you sit down at this table, you see as you walk in, Jed, you see Darren talking to Frank almost and not say almost they're conversing, and it seems to be quite friendly considering the situation. You notice the bruises all over and sort of charred skin on Tuck and Darren, but you notice that Frank and Noah seem to be quite actually on Frank seemed to be quite good. I don't even think you'd recognize Noah at this time. He's just sort of perched in the corner. So as I'm walking through, right? Sorry, and Jin, what do you do?
Kind of just seeing Frank there, I'm just gonna walk up to the door and just knock on it. Kind of just himself in.
As you see Frank there, you knock on the door, which is still wide open. As he looks over, he goes, "Oh, it's you. You've come for the job. I'm sorry. It seems a new development has occurred, but please let yourself in. I haven't got much. I think I've got more salami if you need anything. How do you do? You notice all these people just sort of sitting around in various states as Darren just walks off. After he gives Frank a piece of salami, he heads back.
Jen's just gonna walk in and just sit across from Tuck. Kind of just staring at him.
As Darren walks in, he's like, "Oh, so I haven't really met much of you people. I don't.
You people?
What do you mean, you people?
He's like, "Oh, come on, man. I'm from Florida." He's like, "Yeah, but you're like a turtle man, turtle, you're a turtle." All right.
Turtle.
And he's like, "Hey, I met a turtle once." As he just pulls out a carrot, he's like, "I think they eat carrots, right?" What? Sorry, that's rude of me to just assume. What do you eat? You hear, just in the seat, just the sound of someone just slapping their forehead.
Oh, jeez.
You all just sort of look at this wildly out of touch paladin. He goes, "Oh, sorry. Do you eat vegetables or eggs?"
I do.
He goes, "Oh," he's so relieved. He's like, "Ah," he just like carrots, and he's like, "Oh, see, I didn't know." He pulls out like a lettuce. He's like, "Yeah, I got you lots of vegetables. It's vegetables. Hey, do you eat apples? I have apples."
No, not after what that apple tree did.
As he just looks, he goes, "Oh yeah, oh no." As he looks, he sits down. He goes, I didn't want to believe it. I thought those workers were falling prey to, apparently there's this new music. We had a musician in town. It was a few days ago. He was playing on his lute, and all the girls were like, "Oh," and all the guys were like, "Arr." And, I thought maybe he was wooing them, him and his goblin companion. Oh, and goblins, they're so feisty, and you gotta watch your bags around goblins. you get the vibe from this guy who's like a well-meaning but slightly xenophobic. His name is Steve. No, just right, that's it. As he goes, and I thought maybe some power had been over these workers, and they were leaving, and they were disappearing, and no one had heard from them. But it was the tree. It was the tree all along. Was
Wait, so just quick question: how many workers did you misplace?
As he looks, he goes, "Oh yeah."
Round figure number, 30, 10, 5, 20.
He goes, "Well, the first 2 or 3, I just assumed they were They were going off. They vanished. It wasn't like they vanished overnight. I don't know how many workers have quit without saying goodbye, but it became much worse in the past few months.
In the past few months, and you thought this strange guy was just coming to town, wooing people away?
Well, in the past few months, it's only gotten worse. These past few days, I had 3 workers disappear.
And you didn't think to be like, hey, these guys are missing? You're just like some strange musician who clearly wooed them?
Have you heard his music? It is demonic. He plays haraka and narola. he swags his hips around, and he wears goblin clothes and says it's hip.
Can you like sing an example
of like what?
of his music? Can you like sing me something?
Oh, it's demonic.
I'll remember.
We once. I'll try. He's just like, Viva Rock Phandalin, Viva Rock Phandalin. He kept singing songs, and every time he finished, he would say, "This one's dedicated to everybody in Phandalin. I wrote this especially for you." And I think he was lying. He just changed a few words around. I know what's going on here. But now I'm starting to think maybe he was only partly responsible for the people going missing.
Or not at all responsible. And if you look at the tree, maybe you'll find some answers.
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing. I mean, demonic possessions, very common these days. Clearly, a very viable option.
Yeah. And by the way, are you okay? He just looks at you and goes, should you be so far away from the fire? You're turning dark. As you're like standing there, you're sort of in the shadowy area. As you start like to slowly like almost get a weird blur to your body. Almost as if darkness is going near you and just sort of making the area dimmer than it is. Sort of trying.
No, it's gonna like come out a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe you took a couple of hits from the tree. Like, are you okay? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Do you need to lie down? Can we escort you to like some form of sleeping quarters, like a bed? Do you need a rest?
Oh, no.
You don't have to entertain us. We can just do our thing and then go. Like, you can take a rest if you want with your lady companion.
Oh no, I can't. I wouldn't. I can't leave the house with guests, and I have to be here. But I mean,
but there are lady companions here. She can watch us if you need.
Oh, Colleen, she's my friend. But you see, she like nervously looks and she goes, "It's like a brief. Like I don't know if I should." These, he like looks over at you guys. She goes, "Oh well, I still need the help, and I'm still making a pie." But as he looks over at Chunchuk, he goes, "You were there, and you deserve to be rewarded for your help. If you don't mind, I might need some help investigating what's going on down here. The tree. As he looks at all of you guys, if anybody's looking up for a bit of investigation, I know it's a bit late to the party, but I'd like to get this sorted once and for all."
It could be connected to all the disappearances. I would have thought that maybe we should probably check this out.
At least.
By the way, Jen.
Oh.
Sorry, Jen. Have you found anything out since we last saw you? How have you been?
Sleeping.
Dead.
As I'm saying this, I'm keeping direct eye contact with Tuck just across the table from me.
It's funny because you're wearing
just
glasses,
staring at him.
so like, and they're really black. It's like,
Best thing about sunglasses, no one knows where I'm looking.
Yeah. Tuck, what's your passive insight?
What's that?
That's a whipper. See, we got. So if you go to senses, you'll see that you also have passive senses, like passive perception.
It scales off your wisdom.
Yeah, so you've
Yes.
got 15. You feel like this man across the table from you has purposely sat there and is just staring at you.
I just remembered the interaction that Jen and had at the store.
Jen,
I start to get visibly nervous.
Jen, you notice
about
that this man is a bit battered and bruised. His arm is a bit wonky, needs adjustment. Although he seems to have healed himself quite well. Garrett sort of looks at you two and goes, "Is everything okay?"
I'll just talk to Darian. I'll just say, I'll be happy to help if you are happy to help me fix my harness.
Oh, you're like a leather harness?
Yes, sir.
As well, I haven't done that in years. He goes, "Of course. Let me look at it now. I can look at it while we're walking." He reaches out his hand. See, as you hand him this harness, he goes, "Oh, this is interesting." Do you just sort of stand up and just leave with Darren?
Oh, yeah, I just introduced myself as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my name is Tuck Tortoise, by the way.
he like, "My name is Tuck Tortoise, by the way." The anime pose.
It's great.
Yes. "Oh, yes. Tuck Tortoise, it's nice to meet you. You're a fine warrior."
This is wonderful.
You just hear Jin muttering things under his breath, just like Tuck's like just doing his best to like ignore it. He's like,
Damn it, he just left. Yeah, I was about to ask him. I just wanted to say to Jen, like, Jen, you think maybe we better talk about this? We better.
As you leave, you see Colleen. As Tuck and Darren leave. If you guys wanted to, you guys can follow them. I mean, I was sort of, he asked Tuck for help because he was there, but if you guys wanted to go investigate too, feel free. As Colleen just sort of sits on the chair, she goes, "So, wait a minute." And she looks at Eugene. She goes, Did I did we
Nikau's
ever...
having troubles.
Oh, Nikau's having troubles?
Yeah. With the Discord of me just being in and out. Oh shit, I'm about to be flipped.
Oh, like, is he disconnecting?
Yeah.
Internet? Or...
Probably, I don't know. It might be his phone.
Oh,
I just message him.
Might need to just wipe the screen. Maybe your screen's like accidentally like pushing the button, like because my screen does that when like water gets on it. So weird.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, shoot, yeah. Well, bloody bugger playing up on you. So where was I? Jen, Colleen looks at you and she goes, "Wait a minute, were you there? I asked someone to investigate the cave next to our house. Was that you, or you and your friends?"
Yes, it was.
And she goes, "Oh, that's good." And she goes, "Well, your other friends, they're not here?"
I suspect they're taking a sick day off.
the flying purple base goes. She goes, "Oh," she goes, "That's the case." And she walks over. She just sort of she walks off. She disappears for a little bit. At this time, he's just sort of awkwardly standing in this empty room. Just the three of you. Is there anything you want to do? We ransack the house.
No one wants to go into.
I would just
So go back, and he wants to go in here.
as you go to that door, you notice you notice there's a door there. As you go to sort of open it, you notice it's locked.
Who has a lockpick?
I think that I might.
Okay, come here, please.
Is this really necessary?
I want to see what's in the. Don't you want to see what's in the house while we're investigating?
I'm so sorry, but I don't actually have a lockpick. I thought I did, but I don't. Wait, don't I have an ability that?
No, I mean you're proficient in lockpick. You should have lockpicking tools.
I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I'm sure I did.
Okay, well, hurry up. I don't have all day.
Sorry, I'm just going through.
Yeah, you should have lockpicking tools.
Yeah, I thought I did, right? I'm sure I did. But I can't find them. Well, either way, I'll go through. Oh, yeah, I'm already there. Is this... Yeah, do I have, like, what can I do? Dungeon Master?
Alright, as you go to pull out your lockpicking tools, I'll get you, because you are proficient with lockpicking tools. I will get you to... Oh, sorry, Thieves' Tools. It's Thieves' Tools, but... Thieves'
okay.
Tools. Because only thieves use lockpicks and not anyone else. Thieves' Tools. So I'll get you to make a sleight of hand check and then add your proficiency bonus to that sleight of hand check.
Cool. So what is my proficiency? It is 3. Cool. Oh, cool. 29.
29. What do you say? Rudimentary lock as you just walk up to it like, oh yeah, you just sort of, I don't know if I really should be doing this. As you're talking, you're sort of half semi-consciously just picking the lock as you pop it open and just you hear
Still
it.
got it.
Still. As it opens up, you see what looks like to be a storage area. You notice there's barrels and sacks contained everywhere. If you want to, there's you, Noah, and Frank. Give me a perception check.
Yes.
13.
14. You see amongst the barrels and chests, you notice that there's a couple of crates just full of apples and other various fruit. Around here, you notice what looks like to be a different coloured chest, but like a different coloured sort of box. As that's happening, Jen, I'll get you to make a perception check. Ooh.
Perception. 18.
As they're rummaging through looking at stuff, behind you, you can hear what sounds like to be footsteps coming from the doorway to the south. What do you do?
Is there an apple around?
Did you take did Noah take all the apples? He took all the apples. He took. You do not.
So I can pass him. an apple.
You look around. You cannot see an apple from what you can see. Though, yeah. If you're asking, there's an apple around. There might be an apple around.
I'm just gonna stand in front of this door, kind of leaning in the door frame, non-suspiciously at all.
As this thing is closer, you guys see that one of the barrels, so one of these crates looks slightly different, but it is underneath a couple of the other crates. As footsteps start getting closer, what do you do?
Noah's going to cast invisibility.
All right. In front of you, Frank, you stare at this crate, and as you like look and go, oh shit, and you can see Jin sort of turn around and start walking towards, and you can start hearing footsteps too. As you look to the left of you, poof, Noah has vanished.
Oh, God.
You've been left with the bag.
So I'm gonna just
I want the
quickly
chest.
walk out of the kitchen and try and be as subtle as possible.
Alright, I'll get you just to make a dexterity check, just for, because they're quite near the area.
Dexterity. Got there.
Is there a door still open to where all the barrels go?
Where the door to the barrels?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
where
still open.
Noah is. Right. I'm gonna use like Mage Hand. I'm gonna like hide one of my hands behind my back, and I'm gonna try and use Mage Hand to like slowly close the door.
Alright. So, Jen, Frank, as you start walking out, Frank, as you start walking out, sorry, 11, yeah, as she walks in, she like, no, she sees you walk out, she goes, oh, is everything okay? It's the, and then she looks
Everything's
at
fine. Sorry, I'm just walking around aimlessly at the moment. By the way, sorry, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name.
oh, she should have blushed, and she's like, Khalid, I heard you're a bard. I haven't heard you sing yet. Toblin said that a few nights ago you're supposed to sing for us, but you were busy.
And unfortunately, yeah, I really regret that, and unfortunately, we've had some sort of obstacles at our group. It's been very. Do you ever get the feeling something's a bit strange about this town?
Yeah, well, recently it's been the red brands, but you guys have done all that. It just seems like the rest of the crazy has been let out. It's been a lot of darkness, a lot of, I don't know about here, but I know that a few of the other villages around this area have fallen to the blight. A lot of refugees have come through here. A lot of the red brands actually were part of different militias from those towns, or come here over the past years, recently months. Noah, as this door is shutting, were you going into the area?
Yeah. Oh well, I want the chest. I want to see if I can take the chest out.
Jen, as you mage hand your hand behind you, you close the door, and Noah, as you walk in, you just feel pitch black darkness as you.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, you were on before. Oh, I was talking before. I thought he was muted. As she goes, it's the blight. And she goes, I'm sorry, as Darren seems a bit out of touch. He's quite a lovely guy. He's trying his best. And as he looks up at the photo, he goes, he's learning. He used to be a paladin for the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet. Have you ever heard of them?
No, what's that?
He's like, yes, well, years ago, they're actually still around. There was a bunch of paladins who used to serve the Lord of Light, Lathander. Their sole goal was to rid the world of what they considered monstrosities. You know, it's a bit hard for them trying to break out of that sort of disgusting bond. They were always lovely to people like us, elves, humans, people they thought were, equal loving races, yet they were quite malicious to those that they viewed as evil or strange. As he looks, he goes, vampires, goblins, undead. Some of these people are just trying to live now, I guess, in this world.
That explains a lot.
He is trying to get better. He was quite crass when I first met him. Once he came here, he didn't know what to do. I told him he should buy this orchard. It was the only way for him to really settle down.
What is your relationship with?
Oh, she sort of says, well, I run the farm on the other side of town. He just needed sounded like he needed help. My son enjoys coming over here, visiting, teaches him how to fight. He's a good friend. I don't think he's that interested in someone like me, to be honest. I'm not really his type, if that makes sense.
What would be your type? I mean, I don't. You don't look like a goblin to me, so I don't know.
I think sometimes he gets confused. We are the same height. I just as you look, you see she's a halfling, and she kind of feels self-conscious about this, especially as you look at
What is a halfling like in
it's a hobbit.
in the context?
It's a hobbit.
Yeah.
Except they wear shoes.
I'm pretty sure I've met her. I'm pretty sure I've met. Just going outside of.
You would have definitely seen her. She's been at the bar nearly every night with Darren.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And you get the vibe. There's definitely a almost, is it sexual tension coming off these two, but like they're sort of in this weird like bro situation where they're like mates. Yeah, you're friend zoned. Oh, this is so lovely. It's yeah. I can't believe we're finally doing this. You're like a sister to me. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's
Have you ever asked him how he feels about you?
She like goes bright red. She's like, oh, I don't know. What if he cast us aside? I wouldn't want to end our friendship. He's a lovely guy, and he looks after my son so well.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life never knowing?
Make a persuasion check. I love this. This is good.
Persuasion. 30.
Oh my god. You see, she looks and she goes, you're right. I should wait. I will tell him. I will.
Good on you. Good on you.
She's like, I'll tell him right now. I'll tell him right now. Just like runs off, like out the door, and just like leaves. While that is happening,
can I say now as she leaves? Can I just say, "You're welcome, Noah"?
You just hear. She darts out the door, just completely, just freaking 80s power ballads are playing.
Running up that hill. Can I tune to Jen? Can I tune to Jen and just say, "Are you as exhausted as I am?" Like, oh, he's not here. He's disappeared again.
The purple baby cometh, the purple baby taketh away. Tuck, as you two walk towards the tree, he goes, you seem to be a man with immense amount of power. Although you're not a paladin of some sort or a cleric. You don't follow any god of any type. He looks at you and goes, your shell, your body, it's all plated in different types of metals and stuff like that. It's quite unique, almost as if it's like a plate armor. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if you've ever talked to the blacksmith, but I guess should be interested to see you. You're quite a piece of work. Because anyway, because I didn't have much to offer you apart from money, but I saw your strength back there. It was amazing. My days of fighting are long gone. I feel like I could do more on the sidelines. He goes, well, this was the original reward for helping investigate. And I don't know if I can promise you more, but I'll do my best. He had you 6. What's 6 times 50? Wait, 6 times 50. 6? Yeah, 50 times 6. Yeah, this is
300.
300. He hands you 300 gold pieces. As he goes, I sort of had this set out as 50 gold towards 6 people. But as he has the gold over, he goes, also, he looks down at his hammer. You notice he has a hammer of that's sort of the same similar size as you, although this one is it looks like it's made of stone almost, and it seems to be humming white. He goes, this thing, I never really was a blacksmith or a carver. It's mostly good at hitting things, although whatever I did hit, I could swear I'd do better with anything else. Yes, but you seem to be good with a hammer. As he gives you a hammer, and this is get ready for it. As I look up the name of this hammer. But while that's going on, you still notice in the ground a glow humming from behind these skulls in this pit underneath the tree. And while I'm looking that up, what do you do?
Can I just wipe off the dirt to see it clearer?
As you walk towards this tree, you try to wipe off the dirt. Are you trying to avoid touching the skulls and bones, or are you just as you can see from where you are, you can see there's this massing of skulls and bones and pieces underneath this tree, almost as a slight sort of wall, not really a wall, but it's just covering it, it's got cover behind, and you can just see glowing behind it. As you try to brush some dust away, you get a closer look, and it looks like to be 3 glowing circular, almost orbs or something, sitting behind it.
Can I grab one?
As you reach up to grab it, you notice a sort of glow sort of rattles through your head, and you feel the radiance. As you reach your hand out, you can see what looks like to be the lines of the runic symbols on your arms. They start sort of mimicking the color of this glow, and as you go to pick one of them up, I'll need you to now just make a constitution now. Now, as you go to pick one up, you feel the touch of it, and you go to grasp it, and it's almost as if you're picking up something something solid. As you lift it up and pull it closer to you, you notice that it is a golden glowing apple staring at you. As you look at it, you notice the flesh is fully gold, and it sort of reflects at you, and you can see your reflection in the apple. But you pick it up. You can add one golden glowing apple to your inventory.
Can I pick up the other 2 as well?
You do. You pick. As you do, you sort of pick the two other apples up. You see, Darren looks at you and goes, "Oh, what have you found?" He goes, as he sort of brushes over, he looks over, he goes, "Oh, that's interesting." He goes, "They golden apples?" As he looks, he goes, "What misdeeds have been made for these apples?" As he looks, he goes, over the years, a few of these trees, sometimes we are blessed with a golden apple. I've seen people eat them and come back from the brink of death. But these, yours, they look much different. Anything else? As he looks closer, he just says, he doesn't even bother to, like, give me an apple. He just sort of takes him.
Did you want one?
As he looks, he goes. He sort of nervously looks. He goes, something feels wrong. Where those apples have been, I couldn't. It's death that surrounds them. I don't mean to spook you. I'm a bit superstitious. These literally were in there, right? No, I think it might be best that you keep them. He goes, although I did have golden apples. I did have a few, actually. Quite delicious. They really do. But the zinged, if I could make an apple pie out of those. Although I only seem to have one. Maybe a meat pie. Oh, sorry. And the hammer that he gives you is because I have to look it up so I can get the name. Oh, where is it? Don't worry, just add a +2 Warhammer, and then once because I'm on my phone and it doesn't bring up Homebrew. Goodness. 100 gold. As he looks and sort of looks down and purchases, goes, is there any investigations you wanted to do while you're out here? So after finding these apples?
At the moment, no.
Alright. I'd say this, just make a perception check for when you're pulling out those apples.
Oh, an extra 20.
Really?
Yep. Can you see it?
All right.
Hey, don't ask for a check when you don't ask for a check when you don't think if you're not gonna expect a natural 20. Okay. Hold up.
25.
20. Yeah. Okay. Rub it in. Excuse me while I think something up. All right. As you were reaching in and grabbed these apples, it felt as if though as you were searching around in this and underneath this tree, you could reach your hand out and you could feel that almost going past the apples underneath this hole in the tree, it was much deeper than your hand allowed. As you sort of searched around, you glimpsed for a brief second down, and you could see something strange, as if you were staring into a whole area entirely. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. As you reach your hand down and you pierce through, it's almost as if you were looking past, and you could see what looks like to be a bunch of roots and this light sort of glowing so dimly at the end of this hole. Now, just because you rolled an edge 20, would you in that moment want to delve deeper into this hole? Just as in look deeper, take a close look. As you sort of glance, you can see a dim light at the edge.
Yeah.
Wrong up. No, just as you pull your hand in and you pull it apart, it feels as if though you are looking down and you can see into this sort of never-ending pit. And as you look closer, it's almost as if you're digging through roots and vines, and you sort of slither into this area. You notice what seems to be a pit at the bottom, and this green flame which is lightly burning at the bottom. In the corners, you see what looks like to be old scorched runes set into the ground on the floor, right in front of this fireplace. You see what looks like to be a small, almost a line, like a configuration of something's. As you stare, you can feel it as it moves close, as your eyes start focusing in, almost peering, sort of diving into this hole. And you feel as if your face is getting closer and closer, and you can see what looks like to be two arms lying in front of this pit. As you look around, you see a hole in the floor right next to it. It seems something was in there that had been taken away. You notice leaves have been pushed apart and pushed aside. These burning crystals everywhere. Flesh seems blood or long dried up. And you can hear whispers of a fight long ago. But you can't make out the voices. It seems one voice calls, and it is quite familiar. The small, almost automaton voice, a bit confused as it gets pulled out and sent away. And then, oh, that's all right. And this, was there anything you wanted to delve deeper in with your natural 20, or you, as you pull out, you see this fire burning, and for a split second, you see the face of this little automaton staring back at you as you get pulled out of the zone. Out of the zone. Oop, excuse me. As you get pulled out, once again, the sort of conversation picks up where he's like, oh, the apples, and you have all that conversation. In the back of your mind, you can still remember this place vividly, but you don't know where it is or what it even was. As you come back in, sort of thinking about this, you hear a woman's voice figure, Darren, I've got something to say to you. As you see Darren's like, Colleen, what are you doing out here? Are the guests okay? Did you just leave them? She's like, enough of all that. This can't wait any longer. I've been meaning to say something to you for the longest time. Okay, be brave. This is what the bard said. Be brave. I can do it. I haven't got my whole life. Darren, I think I love you. You make a lovely father. You're a little bit racist, but I think we can make the best of this. Darren's like, I'm a bit racist. I'm working on it. What? I'm a lovely. I can make a good father. I mean, I love you, son. What? Did you say you? As you just walk off, Tuck, just leaving them. Did you just say you? As you just walk off into the distance. Who knows what's to become of these star-crossed lovers? As you head back, sorry, you can follow. I was just super pushing you. As you head back, well, I don't know if you're going towards the house.
I'm going to see Jen.
Jen, all right. As you walk towards Jen, is Nikau away?
Yeah, I think he's given up.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
poor,
not operating. Yeah.
poor fella.
Sucks. I'm going to have to go shortly, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We'll just as you're walking back, Noah, sitting in this pitch blackness, you have Devil Sight, right? So you have dark, or you got Dark Sight,
Yeah.
You see this crate underneath it. It is underneath a couple of other crates, sort of stacked on top. What do you do?
We'll use mage hand to like jimmy it out of the way.
To nudge
and
it.
I'm standing, far back enough. I don't care if anything falls.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand far back enough and like use mage hand to like heave it out.
You clumsily, not clumsily, you push your mage hand in there and try to jimmy it. It feels like as your mage hand tries to push, it can't push with the amount of weight that's on top of it.
Can it push the top stuff over?
You manage to push what looks like to be a few sacks of flour off the top, and it does loosen the top barrel as you're able to keep nudging it slightly. That feels like it might take a while.
I'm just gonna push everything
off Frank and Tuck, as you you stand there, and Tuck, you walk in to go talk to Gensalor. You hear this rummaging going on in the cupboard, in the kitchen. Tuck, as you go to talk to Jen, was there something you wanted to say?
Save for Meka to say.
As you go to say something to Gensalor, like you gotta, like, you know, and another thing, and he just looks at you and whoop. It just vanishes.
I sigh heavily and I'm like, who's next? You know, who's next?
I'll get both of you to make a perception check.
10.
10. What did you get? 22?
13.
13. As you see, you're staring right at him. You can see you feel vaguely for a second. It looked like as if, like, you know, these little tiny hands just sort of picked his head and just sort of took him up to the sky as he vanished. Almost little transparent purple baby hands just like grabbed onto his head, just whoop, whooped him out of existence. Just like wee. You're like in a day full of insanity. This may have been the weirdest shit you've seen.
I think I need to go to sleep. I think I'm hallucinating or something. Jeez.
While you guys hear the rustling, is there anything you guys wanted to do, or just let it happen?
I'm happy to just sleep. Yeah.
All right. Seems that the inhabitants of the house are quite preoccupied. As it seems like a fair amount of time, Noah, of you just jimmying these things. You managed to and you finally, after a while, managed to find this different colored crate in the bottom. What do you do?
Oh, I'm still invisible. Is it heavy? Like heavy?
You try to pick it up, and it feels like it is quite. You need more than yourself to lift it.
I'll open it.
You open it? All right. As you feel around, it doesn't seem like there's any type of, like opening, like thing opening. You notice that it's one of those crates that are like nailed shut. Might need a bit of prying or a bit of breaking.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to hold on, I'm having to think. I'm just gonna be like,
anybody want to help me move this crate?
Sure.
Okay, cool. And maybe like
Although to us, it's probably like because you got all the door's shut, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, you can still hear you through the door. You can still hear
Oh,
it
yeah,
through the
cool.
door.
I head over. So I head over and
All right. I'll give you guys to make a strength check just to try and pick this bad boy up.
I'm drunk.
Great.
10. Oh, whoops, sorry. I did the wrong thing, I think. Sorry.
Hey, you should save you.
Yeah, I did a saving throw, sorry. Wow, I do not have much strength.
DC's 20. Oh, I was going to say DC's 25.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Lord. Both of you try picking this thing up, and it is too heavy for the both of you. As you try and try.
Eternal.
Yeah, Turtle.
You want to help me lift something?
Tuck, you hear the voice of this boy just call out to you, asking for help to like lift up this crate. As you see these two smaller guys try lifting it and just fail.
Mr. Pointer, sir!
Mister, please.
Yeah, I'll come over and help.
All right. With that, I'll get all three of you to make a strength check.
With advantage.
DC's 25.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
20.
14,
Oh,
okay.
oh, yeah, you did.
20.
Why is Noah stronger than me?
I know, considering like how tiny Noah is, he's like just a wee.
Bloody bards.
I mean, bards
I
get
love
Nuclear bards.
skilled and get expertise real fast, so you end up becoming crazy. Oh, remember, too, you have Jack of all trades, and it doesn't add it on the doesn't actually add it onto your bonuses. So when you do a strength check, you got to remember to add half your proficiency to every strength check, rounded down. It doesn't add it automatically.
Proficiency.
Yeah, so you just add +1, I think because it's half of 3 is 1.5, so rounded down. So you got to, or yeah, it's hard because it doesn't do it on D&D Beyond, but you have to add like half your proficiency to all your checks.
So it's not 14. I got 15.
Yeah, you would have got 15 if you got 14. So you add another one to whatever. Anyway, you guys both pick up this. All three of you just pick up. You see, Tuck goes to give you help, and like Noah's just sheer like freaking will to like I'm taking this freaking box as you guys pull it up and like Tuck's like, you know, the gym guy who's like, I'm not even holding it, bro, as he just sort of like just spots you as you both of you just sort of lift it up, and he's like, yeah, we got this, and he's just using his pinkies just to like help pull it up. As you've got this rather large crate just between the three of you. Just holding. What do you want to do?
Go back to the room.
Very forward planning, guys. He's like 14.
Yeah.
Move the heavy object.
Frank, for a second, you wonder what led you into your life to be like hustled by like a 14-year-old boy to be committing some mild mild thievery. as the three of you just carry this strange crate outside with you, just strolling along. So when you go back to your room, do you mean like go back to like a place to rest for the night? Or
Wherever we're staying. Whether that's the mansion with Siri and...
Nice. Yeah, yes.
Because he invited me to live there, and no one's going to take full advantage of that.
as all three of you walk away, just in this with this crate above your head, you see this sort of large dog. As you guys,
I'm invisible. Anything I touch also becomes invisible on my person. So do they just see me lifting up?
So you'd be so it'll be like two people holding something that's invisible in between, and just like you guys are two mimes, miming to hold a large box, just like
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
As you guys get away from the Edinburgh farm, you walk past a few more houses as you start heading towards the centre of town. You see the village green to the left, off in the distance, to the northern part of town. As you can see what looks like to be right next to the village green, lots of freshly dug graves which have been set up for people. And as you look up at the sky, it looks like it's getting into the late afternoon, into the evening. As you walk to the centre of town,
can I have a quick conversation with Frank while we're carrying this?
yes, sweet ass, go ahead.
I'd just like to ask him, so did you also know Cookie? Blondie?
Bloody.
No Cookie. I mean,
Were you his friend?
yeah. I mean, Cookie and I ended up spending quite a bit of time together, and in fact, he just had sort of. I really miss the guy. He was always sort of there, and I kind of miss having someone who could make horse meat on. Yeah. I really, I just can't believe that he's gone. I just don't believe it. I just don't. It's not right. There's something going on here. I refuse to believe he's gone. There's just no way.
Well, I think I've seen him.
What? Where?
Down the tree hole.
Well, holy moly! I mean, we need to go there as soon as. Sorry, I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but we need to explain this tree hole. What was this tree hole you speak of?
It was it looks like a witch's cave.
Oh, gee. Was it dangerous?
It seemed dangerous, or else I would have went there by myself.
I would have done it all myself.
Jeez. Sounds like we need to get a team together and we've got to go down there as soon as possible. I mean, this tree, is this the one that you guys were fighting over on the other side of the orchard?
Yes, I fought that tree.
What's the deal with you and Jen? What's the deal with that? Because we're going to need his help, and you guys are going to have to work together.
He's holding information from me about my friend.
Yeah.
I'm not my
friend.
Oh.
Sorry.
You see,
man, sorry.
As he starts tearing up, like he puts his hand on his chest, and Noah, you're like, oh! It's like the weight from his chest starts moving. She like, is he still? Oh, is he both all tilted to the side?
Whoa! Let's get this box to where we're resting tonight. Let's rest, and then first thing tomorrow, we get a team together, and we go down into that tree, and we get Cookie back.
Noah's just
think?
like,
What kind of cookie are you talking about? Because I'm real keen for a cookie, and I'm so good at seeing in the dark. Like, so good. So good. I can see really well in the dark, so anything for like a bite of cookie, and I'm game.
Oh, Noah, you're going to be incredibly disappointed, but
This cookie will break
Cookie can make a cookie, probably.
You
give him the ingredients, and he'll put them inside his chest, and then he'll bake a cookie inside. Look, you're going to have to. It's difficult for me to explain, Noah, but you're going to have to just meet Cookie to understand how.
One of Tuck, one of your treasured moments remembering Cookie while you were saying it at your adopted uncle's Yuri's house was him taking your carrots that you sort of snacked on, that you sort of left as you like, hey, what are you doing? As he sort of just snatched them up, and you just grumpily looked at him as he just sort of gave you a blank look and just opened up his stomach as you just like, no. As he chucked the carrots into his stomach and then started throwing bits of flour and sugar all into his stomach and some eggs as he put it in there, and boom, as he popped out to look like the most strangest thing you've ever seen. That had like white frosting on top and what looked like to be brown and bits of carrot all through it. This cake that he made. As he handed it to you, you see he grabbed what looked like to be a candle off the side and just stuck it in the middle, and then used produce flame on it to just light it. As he just looked at you and said, "Happy birthday." It touched you so much that you didn't even care that it wasn't your birthday. the thought of what counts, and as you remember Cookie, you know that he was all about the thought, all about the love, just doing things that he thought was right. As you as the team is, yeah. As you get further, as you get to the town square and almost nervously start going, oh shit, where are we going? And you get odd looks from people passing by, but although they do seem preoccupied, you see a few faces. One is this town guard who, Frank, you also know as McGinty, as Theodore, but as yourself, he just sort of goes, hello. Oh, sorry, Jesus Christ. Hello. And he leaves. He just leaves. He just
I do. Does Frank do that? He hasn't even been drinking either. He hasn't even been drinking anything.
He goes, are you doing some type of performance? You're like miming each other, eh? I love it.
Yeah, working on our core strength.
As he looks, he goes, have you got an uncle? I think I've met your uncle. He's like pale skinned and he has a top hat.
You met Theodore.
Yeah. Where's the old chap? He was a delight. I mean, I guess it's a pretty sad day, but to see his face again. Oh, he with his pinky up. He always carried around a teacup.
To be honest with you, I haven't seen him in a while. I think he might have gone out of town on business. I've got a feeling he mentioned something about real estate or something. I don't know. He's always on the move. He's always looking for the next big thing. But I'll pass on. I'll pass on his. I'll pass on your greetings if I see him.
Oh yes, of course. It's Olero. I don't know if I still am. I used to be a sergeant with the Red Brands. He and I, we wait, were you there? No, who went? Were you there? No, you're inside. So getting Frank and Theodore mixed up, he's like, hey, he came with us to the mansion, and he helped defeat a Spider-Man. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. That's right. I do. Yeah, he did tell me about that. He's very brave. He's out there. He's very brave and very strong.
He was wading. Very strong man. He was walking through the blood and the bones.
He does that. He's so valiant.
Turns out his nephew was in Canada. As it sort of passed off, you see in the distance this dog sort of walks up to you and starts barking and looks at you, Noah, and you, Frank, and just you see it's Vett's dog as it sort of beckons you to follow him.
Now I'm gonna cast message, and if there's any verbal components, I'll meta magic it to make sure that there's not. But I'm gonna cast message to Frank and be like,
So my invisibility only lasts 1 hour.
Oh.
So we should probably move. Less talking or moving, because once the spray becomes visible, I think it's going to be pretty obvious. It's not a mime.
As you guys follow the dog,
we better be heading off.
So
excuse us.
You see Yana's like, yeah, of course. You keep up the good mime work, I assume. I don't know what you're doing there. And as you guys walk off, you walk a few more blocks as you start following this dog. Noah, as you get closer, you remember the sort of steps that you were following before, as you see houses that you had sort of had a bit of a peek inside, a bit of urban exploring through. As you start following the dog, you turn a corner and you look down the road, and you see this house that you quite vividly remember having already visited, and there's a strange feeling of no way as this dog just bolts toward the house. As you're carrying this, Frank, you hear this woman sort of go, oh, Frank, I didn't know that you were standing there. It's this young woman's just like, and you just keep walking past, and she's like, it's good to see you're alive. And she just sort of leans up awkwardly on a tree and flicks her hair back, and you notice that it's the barmaid. Sophie just with like a basket, just like, the bar is closed down, but I have work somewhere else.
I'm so sorry, Sophie, but I'm kind of caught up right now. Where are you working, by the way? Sorry, just before I go, just so I'll catch up with you later. I'll go to your...
And she's like, oh yes, Noah, you start feeling like a waning streak as you guys are walking along. You can feel like the magic started to fade, and she's like, oh, so this is a funny story. You see, so I was working at Stonehill Inn, and then because of the boulder that happened, and she just feel like a flickering.
I'm so sorry, Sophie. I'm so sorry. I've just realized there's this thing that I really need to go and do. There's this thing, and I've really got to go, but I'll catch up with you later. It was so lovely seeing you. And
you just like leave, just like your voice trailing over. She's like, oh, Sleepy Giant, I'm at the Sleepy Giant, the inn, the tavern. You can find me there. I work for the Dwarven lady. Please find me there. And like, just like.
If it runs out and we're in front of people, I will.
As you make a perception check, just quickly.
8.
As you feel the magic waning as you guys are walking, as you get closer and closer to the house, you see you're about maybe 2-3 houses away, and you feel the magic waning as you make a quick glance around. Apart from Sophie, who's sort of now in the distance as you guys are walking, can't see anyone.
I will not cast dark, so I'll just leave it.
Yeah. As you,
I will be like, quickly.
Yeah, as it starts fading, Frank and Tuck, as you're carrying this chest with you, along, as it you just instantly just Noah pops out of into existence, and you're about 2 houses away as you see the dog now outside the house sort of barking, and you see this woman walk out, her sort of banged long hair is tied up, and she's got a dress on, and she looks over, she goes, oh, you guys found the house, good girl, Fennec. And she's like, look, she goes, oh, where's Vett? Oh, what have you got there? Is that your luggage? You guys bought luggage? She like opens the double doors up to this this rather immaculate, large house, and you can see the stained glass windows of the doors in the sort of large domed building. Oh, not domed, but just sort of rounded threshold. Gosh, did I even take the fixer? So I'll just what's it named? What's it called?
Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, my internet cracked out for the last 15, 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all right. As you guys get closer to the south, she opens up these double doors, and you can see inside, Frank. And you see this large dragon's sort of effigy, like almost a sculpture. As she opens the door, this sort of immaculate looking building. Noah, as you walk, you instantly get a bit of a shiver up your spine as you've just been here. And from your last experience, it did not leave a good impression on you. As she opens the door, because you're inside with to take rests.
Can I whisper to Noah and just say, "Are you sure about this?"
I'm gonna cast a message and say, I came in here before. I had a little bit of a peek earlier before I met up with you guys, and there's definitely something weird going on with this house. But don't worry, the dragon is fake. And you can reply to this message.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I just reply, well, thanks, Noah. I'm reassured because so far all of your hunches have been correct.
That is. Noah's definitely chosen the path of chaos. You guys have come out all right so far. That's very, very, very Noah. As you walk in, these double doors open, you will see this dragon, and Tuck, this takes you by surprise of these sculptures, as you're not sure what kind of person who lives here. They have a bit more knowledge of dragons, and it kind of piques your interest as someone else who may know a bit of knowledge about dragons, especially from your tales that have been told by your uncles and your adopted father. As you enter through with this this box, Noah, as Tuck first passes the threshold, you feel an almost involuntary nervous sweat start gathering, almost like a cold chill down your back as you start walking through the doorway. And as you enter the doorway, you don't feel anything as you just pass through. Frank, as you all walk through, you holding the case or the crate, she beckons you to put it down, and she goes, "Now, there isn't much beds, but you can pretty much set up wherever you want. There's a shed outside. I haven't really done much exploring and amongst the house. There's a lot. This Harley Thornton, whoever Vett said he got the house from, she was definitely interesting. I've found like what looks like to be secret rooms, chests which are just full of stuff, strange notes and messages, desks. But feel free to camp out wherever you like. Not in the master bedroom, because there is only actually one double bed, and that'll be where me and Vett stays. So please don't take that one."
Noah's gonna walk up and be like,
My name's Noah.
And she goes, as you put your hand out to shake, she goes, "Noah, yeah, it's me, Sari."
We met earlier.
You, for some reason, you look at her and you just can't tell. You're like,
oh dear.
maybe you've seen her before. maybe not. The clothes look sort of familiar, although they are sort of basic bitch clothes. No, she's just wearing female clothes.
Just another female.
And she's like,
Noah's gonna be like, yeah, of course I remember you. I'm so sorry. I'm very bad with faces. Don't explore the house without too much supervision because I think there's something a bit
ooh.
going on here. Jinkies, like be careful. Like
Ooh.
you know.
You can fight. There's something. How do you? I seen you do it before. You've got like a spooky side of you, Noah. You think there's spookies inside this house?
Just I have a really, really bad feeling. And you know, I'm not really the type of person to get bad feelings very often. If you know what I mean. But when I do feel them, I think you should just be a little bit careful. Otherwise I think Vett will kick me out of the house. And I don't want that. So just be a little bit more careful. Don't go exploring secret rooms without, like, you know, a buddy. Have a buddy.
I will do. I will call on one of you if I find another secret room. To be honest, I have found a few already. This place is like a fun house. I love it. As she sort of smiles and looks at you, she looks at behind the door. She goes, that isn't with you. She sort of looks sort of a little bit suspicious. She goes, is he not with you? Is he okay?
Totally fine.
Okay, I assume he's up to no good, and I will see him in the morning.
No. He's just getting some more supplies.
Make a deception check. God.
22.
My gosh!
I rolled a 15.
Noah is the king of lie, is the master of deceit.
Yeah, I do have like a +7 to make it like my charisma modifier. So
it really is because, you know, Noah, I think we know Noah's lacks empathy. It's easy to lie when you don't feel it.
he has no understanding of any kind of
he has no understanding of feelings. So he's just like, this is what makes people feel happy if I say this. So I'm just gonna say the things that makes them feel better, and they.
Yeah.
As she nods. Oh, so you want to say something?
Oh, sorry. I was just Look, I have to apologize to you guys, but I think I'm gonna have to go to bed. I think we should rest up and get up nice and early tomorrow morning, and
so
we need to get a team together and find Cookie.
That's perfectly good. As you all settle down, you see Siri nods. She goes, "Feel free to set up wherever you want. If you want to sleep on a couch or you have some tent equipment, you guys can just message me if you guys do want to stay like outside or like you want to set up, or if there's, I can set you up somewhere inside the house for next time. So when we start our session, just give me your preference."
I might actually sleep on this couch here.
It does. As you sit on the couch, you notice it does feel rather comfortable. It's like it's got that good like mixture of like firm, but like it's sort of mold, so you can just sort of lie and get into a good position. There's a roaring fire in front of you, and you seem to be at a good distance where, like, it's not searing your knees, but you can still feel the warmth of the fire. Although it does make you a bit alarmed that this dragon just seems to be like bone dragons just sort of peering over the top of you. So you just lie down. Bone dragon. Let's go. And with that, we will meet again in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
For that, thank you for that. I'll get you guys to add, just so we've got. So we'll do the chest encounter. Let me just the chest encounter. There was an encounter. Oh yeah, we're also gonna remember that that chest, just drain that chest inside. What it is, no one knows.
But I managed to get it there
Yeah.
with no one seeing. That's the main thing.
Oh my god! I was like,
I was like, good grief, stealing things with Frank's gonna be a nightmare.
yeah, just
Every
yeah.
person, and I was like,
Yeah.
my invisibility only lasts for 1 hour. By the way,
Yeah, so good,
time frames.
so good.
All right. So for the test, all of you guys will get 900 XP,
Wow.
and then
How do I do that?
just
I always forget how to do this.
it's right. And I'll flick through again. So that's fine.
I don't even think I'm XP based.
Oh, manage experience. Here we go. So add
Alright.
XP. How much XP? Sorry.
900
Oh, it
for the
changes.
test, and for the battle one. One person that rumbled out the thing. So that was a C. Oh, this I thought it was gonna be way more, but that's not too bad. That was okay. No, that is so there was one, and then math. Here we go. Do it again. Yeah, it's 2,300 XP for the. Oh no, sorry, 1.5, 3,450 XP. Oh, jeez.
Is it like Final Fantasy, where even though I wasn't in the fight, because I was in the same room, I get XP as well?
I mean, yeah, if you guys had like fought the monster, I would have I would just flicked the bead at it. But I was like, oh, you guys didn't even encounter the monster. The encounter was
We weren't even in the same vicinity.
No, it was like, how many things can I steal?
Yeah, you're like, you know what's better than XP? Stuff. Stuff is better than XP.
Well, no, it doesn't have anything. No, it doesn't have like gold. No, it doesn't have. He just has like a tattered coat. He's like, I'm hungry and I have nothing.
You got a whole bunch of food and you got a crate that we can crack open next session. That's good. See what things are. So that's Darren. And so I'll just say, because that quest is over, and you guys, no, it's meant to be 4. Weird. I'm trying to do the calculator on here. Oh, it's still the same. So, and then you also get 450 XP for completing that sort of quest line. So,
I'm also so invested in this like potential romance that we've created.
Yeah, I know. I really want to find out what happened.
What was it? 450.
Yeah. So add that to the 900, and then Tuck's also got the ones for. I'll tell you what, because that thing was meant to flee once it took too much damage, but it had because I was like, if you hit one of the other trees, because it's disguised, there's disguise, so I was like, it's gonna do more damage, but like it had 2 HP. I was like,
wow,
disappear. I was like, because what did you do? Like 18 or 13, 18 damage, and I was like, this has got 20. It's got 20. It's sweet. Like 18 damage. I was like, when it was hiding, I was like, okay, it's not coming back. It's hiding. It's gone. Sweet. And I'll message you what their weapon is, because I still take me through to find it. But thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys have fun. And now you guys have a base of operations where you guys know where you can find, you can chill out in. Next session, I will be if you guys do end up what you were calling it, going down that route. I'll start playing some. Where is it? Okay, no. I think Anthony, you'll know this when I find it. It was just under adventures.
Are you playing it through Simbot?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it off here. This is what I'll be playing. Yeah. I need to hear. Here we go. This is what I'll be playing.
Oh my god! I do love. I really friggin'. I always, whenever I need to, like, I don't know, like wind down or whatever, I love putting on the like rain ambient
Yeah, this one.
on YouTube. Yeah. I just put that on and just listen to it for ages.
When you guys are playing Phandalin dating simulator, I'll just start checking on these songs.
Yeah.
Noah is gonna make a point of going to the kitchen before we all finish and taking out all of his food and putting it all on so he doesn't sleep on his pie. And then he's gonna sleep on the flour sacks in the storeroom because it's cold and dark. He likes a cold and dark place.
Nice.
And
as you pull past, you see like these what looks like to be like food, like so much food, and you pull out your food and just add it to the collection. You put your apples and you put these 2 loaves of bread these 3 loaves of bread, and as you stick it up next to these on the table, you see what looks like to be. It's almost like a bit Pan's Labyrinth-y, where it's just like, Jesus, this is so much food, like just all over the table. You just like, and you just add your bread to the collection as you just see this ham and just like, I'll come back for you later. Just like,
and then like this gross ass pie.
Yeah, and you pull out this pie and sort of reverently, like just put it on the table as like your offering to the potluck, and it's just like crumbled on the inside. You notice that like it's sort of inflated, like at a side, because there's just an apple just stuck inside of it, which is like, hey, apple, there's watermelons inside the watermelon. There's apples inside the apple pot. You just shove it on the table, feeling a bit accomplished. As you all sit down, we can find where you want to sit later, Tuck. Otherwise, I'd say you're chilling by the fire. And as you all go to
Michelle.
Oh, nice. As you sort of sit, you do a little like dog spin. You know, like dogs, like they spin around on the spot. And Frank, as you just lie with like your hands behind your back, like your feet up, you just see this large turtle man just like doing like spins like it's a cat or a dog. And you just see it look at you and just like plop into his shell as he just dunk. There's just this like empty shell just like rolling around on the floor.
Like, oh, to be a turtle. Oh, to be a tortoise.
You're like, oh, that shell could make a lovely that make a lovely a lovely footrest. And with that, we shall end the next. So sweet XP done.